And to health matters now, lupus is a long-term autoimmune disease in which the body's immune system becomes hyperactive and attacks normal, healthy tissues. Now, symptoms include inflammation, swelling, and damage to the joints, skin, kidneys, blood, heart, and lungs. Now, due to its complex nature, people sometimes call lupus the disease of 1,000 faces. Well, I have consultant dermatologist Dr. Aisha Kinkugbe joining me now to further discuss the fight against lupus. And thanks for joining us on the news.
Thank you.
How serious is lupus, especially in in places like Nigeria? How bad is it?
Well, lupus is a systemic autoimmune disease which predominantly affects African American women. I mean, so the truth is, for us in Nigeria, women are more prone, and it affects women between the ages of 15 and 45. Generally, that's the childbearing age. Women are 9 times more affected than men, so it is 90% to 10%. It manifests in all kinds of ways, as you have mentioned: the skin, the heart, the lungs, the kidney, the brain, the reproductive system, the urogenital system, and it can cause anything. One of its commonest features are joint pains, fever, malaise, lethargy, and then weight loss. So you have this person just feeling unwell. Now, depending on the organ that is affected, then you can have more specific symptoms that are peculiar to each organ. So for us, the Lava Lava Foundation, the key thing is to just ensure we're working on our mission and vision, which is to educate about lupus, both amongst the general public and amongst healthcare practitioners, like the family practitioners, nurses, and pharmacists, and just to create that awareness about lupus. We want a situation where, the way everybody knows what malaria is, what TB is, we want everyone in Nigeria to at least know what lupus is. That way, they can be detected early. That confusion, that myth that surrounds the disease, when you don't know what it is, you can seek help, and then you can get appropriate diagnosis quickly so that you can get treated.
And in seeking help, how early really should a person go to check and be sure that it's not lupus or whatever else it is that they're actually suffering from? And if you discover that it is lupus, what then do you do? How is it managed, really?
Okay, so for me, what I would advise is, if you have malaria-like symptoms, okay, or any symptom that, you've had treatment from a general practitioner once, twice for the same thing, and it's not getting any better, you could ask your doctor, could this be lupus? You know what I mean? The doctors may know what tests to do, and once it is diagnosed, then you should be in the care of a rheumatologist. A rheumatologist is a person who generally takes care of patients with lupus. So the best thing to do is for the physician to identify the condition, and for this we do a series of autoimmune tests, and then you refer the patient to a rheumatologist. There is treatment available, and treatment is not cheap, but you just need to have a good relationship between yourself and your doctor. Take your drugs, do your follow-up, eat well, have a balanced, healthy diet, and follow through on your follow-up visits to the doctor.
And it's not a death sentence. Talk to us about the predisposing factors. Is this more of an environmental or genetic factors?
Okay, these factors all play a part. They're contributing. The actual cause is not known, and there is a lot of research still ongoing into the condition. However, it is known that environmental, genetic factors also play a part. Now, taking your drugs is key, and being in a good relationship with your doctor. You cannot afford not to work closely with the rheumatologist, because there are waxing and waning of the condition, and you have flares. For instance, I hadn't even gotten to the skin manifestations, where you have hair loss, you have skin rashes on the photo-exposed parts of the body parts that are exposed to sun. So the sun in itself, being outside and in the sun, can even precipitate a flare. And as such, you have been stable, and then you just get this flare. Stressful episodes can also, and there is a lot of stress. Stress comes from different things. So you really need to have strike a good balance, with the lupus.
All
However,
right.
it is not a death sentence.
Great. Good to know that. Dr. Aisha Kinkugbe joining me to discuss lupus. Thank you very much. Still to come.